Let us move on to the biggest game of the weekend. The biggest game of the weekend, ladies and gentlemen, where you have the 10-3 AFC East leading Buffalo Bills traveling to everybody's favorite NFC destination, the 3-1-3, as they say. What up, though, in the Detroit area, taking on those Lions. Man, this is the one. This could possibly be the game of the year in the NFL. This could be a precursor to what you could see in the Super Bowl at the or in mid-February and down in New Orleans. I am so looking forward to this game. How do you believe the Detroit Lion defense slows down Josh Allen and the Buffalo offense? Because you know Josh Allen is going to ensure that he is an integral part. Joe Brady is going to ensure that Josh Allen is not only a passer, but Josh Allen is also going to be a runner. You may shut down Cook, but can you shut down Cook and Allen as a Detroit defense is the question.
I think the Detroit Lions have proved to us that they can. I think with that boy over there on that side from the university, well, they got two guys in that secondary, and one of them that loved to lay a hit by the name of Brian Branch. They probably be having him spying old Josh Allen. I just think, me personally, the Detroit Lions just have too many weapons. They have different ways to get you. When the passing game ain't working, the running game is working. When the running game ain't working, the passing. And then I have to get an edge to the coach. Dan Campbell got me so, man. This is where you see where players buy into what a coach got going on. This is where you see you got, I think Tommy said it earlier, it's a lot of divas in the league. Well, you got guys over there like St. Brown that he might even go a game and don't catch one ball, and he's probably the hardest blocking joke out there. This is one of those squads right now, man, and like you said, this could be the potential Super Bowl. But I think in this particular game and the way the Detroit Lions have played all year, I still going to have to give an edge to the Lions over the Bills.
Yeah, but
you said at home.
You said so much about team philosophy and how we believe, right? We talk about big time players making big time plays in big time moments, but you also have to include coaching in that scenario. You have to include coaching in that formula where real coaches make those key decisions in those big moments. And Dan Campbell, like you said, has won you over. He has definitely won me over. I've always liked Dan Campbell's philosophy and approach. It's not that he's taking we're going for it on fourth down in 2024. No, he did that in 2023. He also did that in 2022. And by the way, when they were 0-16 or 0-15 or 1-16, he did it that year as well, or 3-13, I believe. He did it that year as well when they were 3-13-1. This is who Dan Campbell is. His team wholeheartedly believes in the approach that regardless of whether we are on our 20-yard line or your 20-yard line, or if there is 57 minutes left in the game or 57 seconds left in the game, if we believe that we can make it on fourth down, we're going to go for it on fourth down. And we're willing to accept the consequences because we have that much confidence in our own abilities. And that is something that you cannot buy. That is something that you cannot sell to a team. It just has to grow from internal work. And the Detroit Lions have shown that. Now, can they still take care of business when the lights are brightest? Yeah. They're still a young team. They are going up against quite possibly the NFL MVP, who is in a rhythm where it doesn't matter what teams do. He's still going to find a way to have one, success, and then two, get points on the board for his team. And he has completely cut off the turnover spigot that was overflowing for the past few years. So Josh Allen is playing on a different level. And the pedal will be pressed to the metal the entire game for both offenses. And we most likely, quite possibly, could see a game where whoever has the ball last is going to win. But this is what I believe and how I believe the home team will defend home field. That two-headed monster in the backfield with Gibbs and Montgomery. They are going to run and run and run. And when you have a receiver like Amon-Ra St. Brown, like you mentioned, that I don't care if I get a reception. If I have to block to make sure that we win the game, I'm going to block to make sure that we win the game because I'm already getting paid $30 million.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Unlike the next game we're going to talk about. But go ahead.
Now, I'm just going to say, man, you know me. It's always the running game. And at the end, basically what I've been saying all year when it comes to the Detroit Lions is they have the edge on every team that they didn't play. And it's because of those two guys that got in the backfield. And it ain't because Gibbs played at Alabama. It's just their talent, man. They have the best two-headed monster in the league in the backfield. Because not only are these guys dangerous running the ball, they dangerous as receivers out of the back. It's hard for a linebacker or a safety to cover these guys. These guys be running wheel routes, man, out of the backfield, beating jokers down the field. And the thing about it is no one person on the team that's trying to get the ball. I ain't taking nothing away from Josh Allen. I think they really do have a great team there, and he has stepped up his level of play compared to previous years, and he got rid of the interception thing. But at the end of the day, I don't think he's going to have the ability to be on the field enough because of what Detroit got over there on the other side of the field to keep him off the field with them two running backs.
No, you're right. And Tommy and Troy made a couple comments that you're spot on. Troy made the comment that Dan Campbell's emotional way of coaching may cost him a game. You're absolutely right. It will cost him a game at some point. Will it be this year? But it has already cost him because if we think back just 12 short months ago, when the Detroit Lions played the Dallas Cowboys down in Texas, and the game came down to basically the final play. Detroit scored a touchdown. They went for a 2-point conversion to win the game. That was a consequence of that, hey, we go for it in real time. Dan Campbell doesn't play it safe. He's shown that over and over again. He is quite possibly the most aggressive play caller in the National Football League. And I personally absolutely love it. There are 4 downs for a reason. He just decided to use all 4 downs to try to get a first down instead of just giving a down away. So you can't fault him for that. And Tommy made the comment that Detroit's defense is going to have to stop Josh Allen's legs. And that is going to be the telltale sign for me as to how much success the Buffalo Bills can have. It is not how many passing yards Josh Allen has, but it's how many rushing yards Josh Allen has. And is it that Josh Allen is running out of necessity because he's being pressured constantly? Or is it that Buffalo recognized something in the philosophy or the approach that the Detroit Lions are taking on defense that we can actually exploit that gap and call plays specific for Josh Allen? You'll be able to tell by mid-second quarter whether or not Josh Allen's rushing total is going to be above 75 yards. If he has a rushing total like he did last weekend against the Rams, even though the Rams did outscore them, if Josh Allen is 75-plus yards and throws for 350, Buffalo could possibly win this game. But I'm still going to go with the home team in a very, very exciting close game. This game is the primetime Sunday afternoon game on CBS.